it's Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk.
Hey guys, it's Eddie the Magic Monk back on my computer again, and this time I'm going to change out the power supply, and the reason for that is because of two reasons. Number one, my computer's been turning itself off for no reason, and my motherboard, CPU, RAM, everything is new, so for it to do that, I'm guessing the power supply must have something wrong with it, so I'm going to change it out. And my power supply is probably about 7 years old, so it's probably time to get a new one anyway. And the other thing is I want to get a new graphics card, and this current power supply only has a 6N6 power cable. Okay, so you can see that's got 6 holes, and so there's this one, both 6 holes, but my new graphics card only supports 6.2. Okay, so I need to change to a new power supply, and I'll show you that power supply very soon. But now I'm just going to talk about how to remove it. So what's connected to the computer from the power supply before you remove it is, number one, the power cables to the motherboard, and that's this cord here and this cord here. So we're going to take them out because they come from the power supply. So let's take them out. So to remove this one, there's a little hook on this side, so I'm just going to pull on that, take it out. Okay, so you can see on this side there's a bit of a thing you can push down on. So you push down on that and you take it out, so that's gone. That's from the power supply. And same thing on here. So there's thing you can push down on. With my thumb I'm pushing it down and I'm pulling it off. Okay, so I was pushing down on this so I can pull it out. So these come from the power supply. Okay, so I'm just going now to move up my screen a bit so you can see where it's coming from. So there's my power supply there. Okay, there's my power supply there. So this cable is coming from the power supply, and this is currently going under my graphics card, so I'll have to take out my graphics card. So let's take that out. Push down on this and remove that. Okay, so I can take this out. Now, I will install a new graphics card, but I've just got to do some testing on this old one first. So I'm just going to put it back in for now. So you can see how much faster or slower this graphics card is compared to my new graphics card. So I've got this coming from the power supply, got this coming from the power supply, and what else do I have coming from the power supply? I have the cables, power cables connected to the hard drives. Okay, so my hard drive's on the left. This is my hard drive here, this is my hard drive here, and you can see this cable, which I'm going to pull out, comes from the power supply. Okay, so there's another cable which is right here. I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so now my hard drives don't have any power. Okay, so now I'm going to disconnect my power supply. So there are a couple of screws here. I've already removed 3, so I just have to remove 1 now. So I can just push out, slide it out. So you can see that it's tangled up a bit. Might take a bit of fiddling around to figure out what's tangled up. This is connected. This is from the case. That's also a case fan. 2 case fans. That's a display table I was talking about, 6.6, and this is the only thing left. These are the power cords for the hard drives. There you go. Power supply gone. This computer now does not have a power supply. Very clean. Not. So I might just get rid of this dust a bit. Alright, but now this is the computer. We've got SATA cable going from the hard drive to the motherboard. We've got a case fan cable. Just going to take the case fan cables to the side. Alright, and there's a spare SATA cable. Okay, so I'm going to wipe down my computer a bit and then come back and install the new power supply.